The Woman Who Waited 12 Years, a story of faith and restoration. For 12 long years, Mara lived in the shadows. Her illness had begun quietly, a small discomfort, then a slow, constant bleeding that never stopped. Days became years, and those years felt like an eternity. She spent all she had on doctors, on remedies, on the hope that someone, somewhere, could fix what was broken inside her. But nothing changed. In fact, things grew worse. Mark 5:26. Because of her condition, the world treated her like she was invisible. According to the law, she was unclean. Her home became silent, friends grew distant, and the marketplace path widened whenever she walked through. She carried not only disease, but shame. Yet, one thing inside her refused to die: hope. One morning, Mara heard whispers echoing through the streets. "A healer is here. They say he opens blind eyes. They say demons flee. They say the dead rise. They say his name is Jesus." Mara's heart pounded. Could this be the hope she had been waiting for? The crowd was massive, people pressing, pushing, reaching. Normally, she would avoid such a crowd. Anyone she touched would be considered unclean. But something in her spirit said, "This is your moment. Don't miss it." She whispered to herself, "If I just touch his cloak, I will be healed." Mark 5:28. Weak but determined, she pushed through legs, robes, elbows, hands, breathing hard, trembling. She stretched out her hand, and her fingers brushed the edge of his garment. In an instant, warmth rushed through her body. Something broke, something lifted, something healed. She knew it. Immediately, her bleeding stopped. Mark 5:29. Jesus stopped walking. He turned, and he asked the question that froze the entire crowd. "Who touched me?" Luke 8:45. His disciples were confused. "Master, everyone is touching you." But Jesus knew this touch was different. This was a touch of faith. Mara fell at his feet, trembling. She confessed everything: her sickness, her shame, her desperation, her hope. Jesus didn't rebuke her. He didn't shame her. He didn't lecture her. Instead, he lifted her head with words she had not heard in years. "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." Mark 5:34. In one moment, she was no longer the woman with the issue of blood. She was daughter, restored, whole, seen, loved. Encouragement for you. Maybe you've been carrying something for a long time: pain, sickness, fear, shame, loss, or a situation that hasn't changed no matter how hard you've prayed. The story of Mara reminds you of this truth. 1. Your condition is not your identity. Jesus called her daughter. God calls you beloved, chosen, his. 2. It's never too late for God to turn things around. 12 years didn't stop him. Your timeline doesn't limit his power. 3. One moment with Jesus can change everything. Your breakthrough can come in a single second. 4. Keep pushing through. Even when it's hard, even when it feels hopeless, keep reaching for him. Your act of faith, however small, matters. A final word for your heart. God sees your struggle. He hears your prayers, and he honors even the smallest touch of faith. Hold on. Your healing, your breakthrough, your restoration is closer than you think. Just keep reaching for Jesus.